Become a relevant youth. BARY.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening again. From any part of the world that you're watching me, my name is Femi, Ikotun, and I welcome you to this episode of BARY with Femi. BARY stands for Become a Relevant Youth. Our vision is to inspire young people to discover their true purposes on time, so as to become relevant agents of change in the world for God's glory.
Become a relevant youth. BARY.
Welcome back. Yeah, we're here again, and I'm so glad to be with you today. It's a pleasure and a privilege on my side. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming this far with me. Yes, last week we started talking about the power of relevance. And we talked about the fact that relevant people are the only surviving solution to an existing world problem. Remember, I told you what relevance is, which is the right solution solving the right problem. You become relevant when you discover the purpose for which you were created. You become relevant when you discover this problem you were born to solve. And so, the first power of a relevant person is that they become the only surviving solution to an existing world problem. Number two, power of relevant people is that they become necessary and irreplaceable in the world. Yes, because they live in monopoly. They have a monopolistic nature. They are the producer of the solution that they were created to release into the world. So therefore, they have all the permission to be a blessing to humanity through what they were gifted, through what God has put inside of them, which is the solution. And that puts them in a monopolistic environment. Remember, I told you that in a monopoly there are no competitors. You don't have anybody competing with you when it comes to your assignment and purpose in life. You are the only one who can do what you are created to do. So today we will be taking it further. And the first I will be talking to you today is the fact that relevant people are important and valuable. When you become relevant, you become important. You become valuable. You see, everybody on planet Earth wants to feel important. Everybody wants to be valued. Yes, that is an inherent desire of every human being. When you make anybody feel less important, they feel bad about it. So everybody desires to feel important and valuable. But you can only become valuable in life when you add value to people. You only become valuable and important when you add value to people. And one primary area where you should add value to people is in your area of assignment, your area of purpose. I told you in my previous episode that it's not good enough to do good things. You have to do good things that are right. In other words, right things takes supremacy over good things, because right things are always good, but not all good things are right. So your purpose is right. Your place of assignment, your unique purpose is right and also good. So that is where you should add value from. It's from there that you add value. And when you add value, you become valuable. You get what I'm saying? You see, the truth of the matter is that you don't have to regard or respect a mechanic. Once you have a problem with your car, you dash down to the mechanic shop. You don't even have to like his face. Because of what he can offer you, because of the solution he can present to you, because of how he can solve your problem, you go to him. Even if you don't regard him. If you have investment fund and you want to invest, you need an advice, you go to the banker. You don't care whether it's short or tall, whether it's rich or poor. You go to the banker because what you need is the advice that he has been trained to give. And that makes the banker valuable and important to you. So aside from being necessary and irreplaceable, you become important. You become important. People cannot do without you. You become somebody that they're just like Jesus. They were looking for him from every direction. They came to him from every direction. They were looking, everybody was looking for Jesus because he had something to bless humanity with that no other person had. There's something in your hand, my brother, my sister. There's something you carry. There's a solution on your life that the whole world is waiting for. They are waiting for the manifestation of your gift, of your purpose. And that is what makes you important and relevant. If you want to be important and valuable, pay attention to your calling, to your purpose. Discover it, pursue it, and fulfill it. And you will be important and valuable.
Become a relevant youth. BARY.
And the last power of relevance that I want to share with you today is that when you become relevant, it gives you the capacity for a joyous, satisfactory, successful, and fulfilled life. When you are relevant, you become joyous. When you are relevant, you become satisfied. You see, it's one thing to be successful. You have the money, you have the car. That's what the world thinks success. You achieve your goal. You achieve your goal to have $1 million in your account, to have 5 houses and all of that. You have a jet and all of that. You have a plane, blah blah blah. That is what the world sees as success. But all of that does not bring joy. Neither does it bring satisfaction. It is true success that brings joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment in life. And that comes from becoming relevant, where you discover your purpose and you pursue it, and you solve the problem that you have been created to solve. That is what produces joy from the inside. That's what produces satisfaction in life. Listen to me. What is the good of a doctor when there are no patients to cure? Now, the doctor has spent years to learn medicine. He has acquired the skill, but there are nobody's falling sick for him to release that solution that he has. What happens to the doctor? He becomes redundant. He becomes frustrated. It becomes useless. That's the word, useless. Because he has the power, he has the solution, but nobody is falling sick. So he's not able to deliver the solution he carries. What good is a doctor without sick people? What good is a lawyer without people with legal problems? He's gone to law school, spent 5 years gone to law school and acquired all the knowledge to defend somebody in the court of law. But nobody's coming to him with legal problems. Well, what good is he? It's useless, it's redundant, it's frustrated. What good is a teacher when students are not coming to class? What good is a pastor without members in the pews? What good is a caterer without people in need of food? What good is a tailor without people who need fashion? So what good is a banker without investment funds? What good is a government without the people? What good is a dentist without people with tooth problems? What good are the shoes without the legs? So what good am I, for example, without young people who don't understand purpose? What good are you without connecting to the problem you were born to solve? The truth of the matter is, until you have the capacity and the opportunity and the privilege to release the solution inside of you, you will be useless. You will not be able to add value to people. You will not be able to release. And you see, it's just like you can eat the best dishes in this world. You can eat the best food in this world. If you don't release the waste in your body after eating all of those food, you endanger yourself. So it doesn't matter what you have, what God has deposited on your inside. If you don't release them out, what happens is you'll be endangered because you will not find satisfaction. You will not find fulfillment. And this is what it means to die empty. How else can you deprive the grave of additional wealth? It is said that the graveyard is the wealthiest spot on earth. It's not the oil field of Iran or Iraq or Kuwait, or the diamond mine of South Africa. It is the graveyard. Why? Because down in the grave are destinies who never realized the purpose for their lives. Down in the grave are people, young men and women, who died as prostitutes, die of alcohol, die because of harmful things that they used in their bodies. People who die without realizing their purposes. People who die without, down in the grave are great men and women, great inventors, who even died before they knew they had any life through the act of abortion. And one of the ways to deprive the grave of additional wealth is when you die empty. And you can only die empty when you release all the solution in you for the benefit of humanity. When you discover the problem you're born to solve and you do what you can to solve it, that is only when you can die empty and fulfill purpose in life. And you know what? That is what God calls true success in life. So I encourage you, my brothers and sisters, seek purpose. Be mindful of it. So the true power of relevance that we talked about today is that relevant people, they become important and valuable. Number two is that relevant people, they have the capacity to produce joyous, satisfactory, successful, and fulfilled life. And these are the benefits of becoming relevant. These are the benefits of discovering your purpose on time. So I encourage you to do as I've instructed you to do, and you'll be glad you did. All right. I want to thank you one more time for listening to me. Thank you for staying this far, listening to what I've got to say. I know you have been inspired. I know you've heard something that caught your attention, and I'm glad about that. It is my joy. What good am I without young people who don't know their purposes? And my joy is that they know it as early as possible. And that's why I'm here. That is my purpose. That is my vision. And I know it's possible. And it's happening already. I thank you so very much. And I want you to kindly share this message with every young person that you know. Every young person that you care about. Let them hear this message of purpose and relevance. It's important that they understand what it is in their youthful season. It will be a great seed for their future. It will be a great foundation for their lives. All right. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, kindly feel free to put them in the comment section or send an email to me on contact@femiikotun.com. And I'll be happy to respond to you. You can visit my website at www.femiikotun.com. There are loads of resources on my website that you can benefit from. Information are there that will impact you greatly. And I thank you one more time. And I look forward to meeting you again next week as we take this further to another level. And you'll be glad you joined. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Please kindly share this message, send this video to every young person that you know, and you will be glad you did. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Become a relevant youth. BARY.